All right, yo. All right, look. So check it out. Look, welcome to Star Enlightenment channel. As you can tell by the title of this video is gonna be about sexuality in astrology, and we're gonna cover the different houses, the different sexual houses and their modality and what type of area of life, in particular, of your sexuality that each one deals with, because each one may be a different side of your sexuality. Like, we're gonna get into it, but the different areas of your life when it comes to sexuality, because there's different areas. You see what I'm saying? You got what turns you on, then you got how you actually express what turns. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that, but yeah, man. Let's get into it right now. Okay, so boom. We talk about sexuality in the eighth house. You have a certain amount of sexual houses. There may be more, but there's the main three that I know for a fact. All right, and let's just do some disclaimers before we even start. No, not disclaimers. Let's do some honorable mentions. Some of the honorable mentions that we could say for sure. Let me talk close to the camera because I got my washing machine on just in case y'all worried. Y'all wonder. Hopefully y'all can hear me, so I'm gonna talk close to the camera. The first house is an honorable mention because it does deal with individuality. So what you individuality how you what you as an individual like and how you as an individual express yourself. This deals with that. Another honorable mention is 11th house because even though it's like work related and it's occult and all that stuff, it deals with like a lot of behind the scenes stuff, a lot of occult practices, a lot of getting together and doing things with a whole bunch of people. Now it doesn't have to be sexual. That's why I say it is not deducted such as sexuality at all. It don't even mainly deal with that. I'm just saying since that area of life deals with getting together and doing the things with multiple people, this happens with sexuality too. See what I'm saying? So you could throw that in there if that is the activity y'all are doing. If not, then y'all use it for other things and it wouldn't. But and then 12th house will be another honorable mention because when you shout out to Lyndon James, y'all. Shout out to Lyndon James. How you doing, man? Good to see you. And 12th house will be honorable mention because 12th house is like dreams, imagination. When you're sexually aroused and when you have sexual imagination, you have what? Sexual dreams. You have sexual dreams. You have sexual imagination. You have sexual fantasies. You have sexual creativity. And you sit back in your mind and imagine what you like sexually. So these are all honorable mentions. But the main ones is going to be the 8th, 5th, and 7th. So let's get into it. The 8th is going to be one of the most important ones because the eighth is what turns you on in general. It's not necessarily about the expressions yet. It's not talking about how you express your sexuality. I mean, there's a piece of it that does, but it's not mainly talking about how you actually express your sexuality per se yet. It's just talking about the things that actually would turn you on in general. Your overall turn ons, what gets you going. Maybe the way you get turned on. You see what I'm saying? What energy carries that when you see that energy turns you on. That's eighth house. So whatever element that's in lets you know what turns you on and stuff like that. Like if you got water houses in your eighth house, do you know anything dealing with connecting, deep connection with a person, emotions and feelings, vibrations, how you feel, your emotions, anything emotional connection, anything like that, and anything dealing with the water element in general can tap you into your sexuality. Shout out to Lakeisha Smith. Lakeisha Smith, man, good to see you in here. Um, Hope you're having a great day. I'm glad that you came in to the chat. And much love to you. Um, so basically, yeah, but like that's how that play out. So if you got a fire sign in the eighth house, okay, we know that that deals with passions, visions, heat, anything spicy. Spicy things may turn. You see what I'm saying? Fiery. Now we're not saying that even though this is not necessarily how your sexuality is expressed, this is more so what turns you on. So we're not saying that you can't express yourself in these elements because it could be like that too. But when you talk about this eighth house, that mainly just dealing with what your turns on in general. Your turns on, your fetishes, your energies that turns you on, that stirs up that energy in the first place. But because remember, the eighth house is like the source of your sexuality. Before you even express having sex or express doing something or actually expressing your sexuality, you already got to be in a situation where you got turned on in the first place. And that period of time that you got turned on in general before you even did anything, that's like eighth house energy. What was it that turned you on? Your actual energies whatever actually turned you on are your actual sexual energies within themselves in general before you even started acting them out, regardless with yourself or with a partner. And then that's the eighth house. So that's your just turns ons in general. Now the fifth house is how you express your sexuality. So this is a really big one too. Now, don't get it twisted, because the fifth house is how you express that. So you got eighth house, boom, what turned you on, and how it turned you on, right? What elements turned you on the most? What elements tapped you into your sexuality? This is your sexuality in general. The fifth house is how you actually express that sexuality. So once you express that sexuality, how do you express it? And depending on what element that's in that fifth house, lets you know how you express your sexuality. If you got fifth house in a fire sign, you might express your sexuality in a fire way to an extent, possibly. If you got it in the water, you might express your sexuality in a very emotional, not lucrative, but like an emotional. I don't know why that word, but I don't know why. But like an emotional, um, anything dealing with vibrations, which is like your moods, like I said, your emotions and feelings. Anything dealing with still state of being and what makes you actually feel comfortable, and fluidity in a fluid way. You see what I'm saying? Or in a connectional way, connection, because water does with connection too. So you might like to emotionally connect with somebody when you express your sexuality, or express it in such a way that is what's that word, man? Kind of out of it right now, but what's that word? It's basically like insinuating that you want to connect with somebody. But let me move on. And if it's air, you know what you're gonna express that. If it's in the fifth house, you're gonna express your sexual. My fault. You're gonna express your sexuality in a very communicative way, because air esoterically deals with communication. So you might like to talk dirty, talk a lot, like talk dirty. You might verbally express a lot of your sexuality when you express it. You know what I'm saying? You might do it in a that's still dealing with relating. Air is dealing with relating, um, too. So you may like to relate your sexuality with other people a lot, or actually tell people about what you got going on, what turns you on, or stuff like that. Um, and then if it's earth, then that means you're just physical in general. So anything dealing with physicality, that's how you express your sexual energy. So you like to physically express it. You see what I'm saying? Um, and so that's what fifth house do. Fifth house deal with how you express it. And then the seventh house deals with sexuality too, but it's not just deducted to sexuality, but it's a big part, I say, because seventh house deals with relationships of all sorts. And a lot of times relationship energy can fit into sexuality. So the main ones are fifth and eighth, but and the fifth house and the eighth house. But the seventh house is a big one too, because that's dealing with your relating and how you relate in general. You see what I'm saying? If you have bad relationship skills, you might not be a person that manifests a lot of sex and have a lot of these experiences. But you can though, because you might be a person we got a lot of organ energy in your root chakra, aka your root chakra is spinning well, and so you naturally attract more sexual experiences. But there's all there are, but if your ability to relate is really low, even if it is bright, you're still gonna manifest maybe a lot of sex, different sexual experiences. But it's always gonna be a blockage, or not a blockage, but yeah, it could be a blockage, but there's always gonna be something missing in the sense of either something not being able to be sustained, or being in a situation where you're gonna see that play out where you lack in those areas. You're gonna always see that play out because you lack in those areas of being able to relate well with others. So you're gonna still manifest a lot of sex. You're gonna be effing, but you're gonna see it play out in the areas where you lack at in that area. You're gonna see it play out in your sexual life, and for you to see it, to realize that, like, okay, this is something I need to work on. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna get by that, man. Tired, man. I'm glad I was able to make it here, and whatnot, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Hit me in the conversation chat. If any questions, um, requests, just send me, like I said, the chat section, the conversation. It don't even matter. I'll get back with you.